It's time to reassess our policies to see what has changed or what is this public liability insurance in fact. And this policy takes care of such damages. As you might have heard, the Public Liability Insurance Act has been amended in the month of December 2024. This primarily is a Public Liability Insurance Act of 1991, which has been amended recently. So what does this mean for your businesses or anyone? This means basically you need to look at once again your risk management systems and whether your coverages are up to date or not. So what has changed or what is this public liability insurance in fact? So public liability insurance as a policy comes into picture in case if there is a bodily injury or a property damage that happens due to your operations of your business. And in such case, you're ideally, or you can call it legally, liable to pay the other party which has got any kind of damages. And this policy takes care of such damages. And what is it that has changed now? I think the compensation limits in this policy have been brought up to the current realities, means the sum insured or whatever the coverage limits that you speak about have been increased. As a result, what would happen is that the businesses and public at large would benefit out of it. So what has changed with respect to compensation limits? So in case of any kind of a death occurring or a fatality occurring kind of by chance, then the limit which was earlier about roughly 20,000 has now been moved to about 5 lakh rupees and with medical expenses up to 1.5 lakh. And in case, let's assume that's a property damage, then it's been moved from say 6,000 rupees to 50 lakh rupees, depending on the kind of damage that would have occurred. In case of, God forbid, in case of a permanent total or permanent disability happening, the maximum compensation is now about 5 lakh rupees, plus the medical expenses of about 25,000. For any temporary disablement, up to 20,000 rupees per month for 3 months, if the hospitalization exceeds 3 days. And in case of any other injury, there's a reimbursement of up to 25,000 rupees. And going by these changes, the per accident limit has also been changed directly from 5 crore to about 250 crore. This is per accident limit. And in case of an overall limit of accident kind of thing, it has been taken up to about 500 crore. As a business owner, I think this is a kind of a fair and a timely change that has occurred with respect to what are the current costs that anyone has to incur outside. But what should we do? I think it's time to reassess our policies to see whether we are covered for the right limits or not. And how can policies of business help? We have, wonderfully trained and knowledgeable people who can kind of get on calls with you or who can kind of catch up with you people to understand how does your business work and regulatorily what are the limits that you should have and kind of stitch up a well, suited policy on liability front for you.